topic for us today is safety tips for the festive season. So if it is that you're just tuning in, let me just tell you a few of the things that we've mentioned so far. Ensure that your valuables and personal possessions are properly secured and concealed. For persons transporting large sums of cash, it is recommended that you utilize cash escort services offered by private security companies. Thieves are utilizing motorcycles and other vehicles to commit robberies, so ensure that you are aware of your surrounding. Avoid using your devices in public, even the earphones. Also, trust your judgment. Your instinct is one of the best defenses. Learn to listen to it, learn to follow it. Avoid wearing excessive jewelry, so now is not the time to bluff. Avoid it. Always ensure that your house and car keys are easily accessible to minimize the time it takes to enter your home or your vehicle. Do not leave valuable items on the motor vehicle seats or anywhere in view where passersby can see it and them say, hold on, take a extra stop at a carrier. Alright? And when you're approaching your vehicle or even leaving your vehicle, always be aware of your surroundings. Do not approach your car alone. If there's any suspicious activity or person that you seem, that you realize might be in the area, if you need to ask security at a store or something to go with you, you are able to do that. And as we said as well, at the ATM, please use public area, as in areas that aren't secluded. And also, if there's anything at all that's suspicious, the person behind you, the person in front of you, anything, as we said earlier, use your instinct once again and go to somewhere that you feel safer. And always protect your PIN, because you do have, especially those ATMs that have more than one ATMs in the one section, people in there seeming like them drawing something, but them not doing nothing.
Yeah, so them are fast.
Them just have pay attention. They've been in there for a while. They've been in and out there 6 or 7 times in the last hour. But you wouldn't know because you just are coming up past you for 5 minutes, right? So be more cognizant of your surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as we said earlier, avoid overloading yourself with packages. So especially in the Christmas season, you need to be able to move or run quickly if you have to, right? So don't overload yourself with all these shopping bags. And when I say shopping bag, I think of only clothes and gift and them something there. The supermarket bag them, kind of how we have the supermarket bag them, right? So be cognizant of that. If you can, have like one of the persons, especially the supermarkets, have them help you with the trolley. Them willing to help. You can give them 2 bills and them will help you. Your hands free. You can take out the car key early. All of them something there, right? So just be cognizant of that. And then beware of strangers approaching you for any reason. And that one here, that one is sort of sensitive to me, because strangers will approach you for all kind of reasons. Some genuinely need help. Some need guidance. Some need some direction as to where to find, But you just have to be cautious. That's just the reality. Don't take nothing too light. Or if it's a picnic approach you, I'm sorry to say, even if it is a child approaching you, do so safely. Do so in a public section. Don't follow nobody run on a corner. Them not sure you tell them the left, the right, and you give them the best directions you can give them.
Mm-hmm.
Then if they're still struggling, to them when they reach X point, ask somebody else at the store. I've done that. I'm like, so when they pass the KFC, you can ask the security at KFC what else for go.
Yeah.
Right? Me use like a point where I know you can't miss.
Yeah.
So when you say, but I'm still not too sure, you're not clear, I say, all right, when you go around there, so you see Amars. Yeah, the security in work them, so they can tell you where to find it from there. So, right? So just help as best as you can, but not at risk of your safety.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the reality. It sounds selfish, but that's the world we're living in. And then travelers, come and know say Christmas, enough we want, fly out for Thanksgiving, because we now that's out of Jamaica. And then we want to experience the snow and all these things. There are things that you guys also have to be aware of. So you're urged to be mindful of people who are not legitimately authorized to help you unload or load your vehicle.
Yeah.
Because that happen too. Yeah, the people that are out there and they might help you unload your vehicle, and then something happen right there in the middle of the broad daylight, right out at the airport, and nobody knows until after, when you're alert, everybody knows that something just happened. So be cognizant. I think at a red cap, red shirt man, even that, still be cautious. It's better if you have somebody can go to the airport with you, and the driver, and of course somebody else who can help you with your bags going inside, right? Because anything can happen. And if you believe you're being followed, proceed to a busy location and contact the police immediately. Especially drivers who are on the road at night, especially after hours and out the road, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever. If you feel like the vehicle have been following you, the chances of them living the same place as you is very slim, and you don't know that car there, I better you drive go to police station.
Yeah.
All this money lick your car. All this money throw a stone in your car. Drive to the police station, because we have heard those stories where them make sure you stop. They're gonna throw it, hit the car, you pull over and wonder what is it, and then 6 man come out.
Plan B.
Right? So I better you drive to the police station, figure it out from there. So.
Yeah.
Right? So as I said, we shouldn't have to be doing all of these things, but it is the world that we are living in.
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about safety at home, because that was just robbery overall, randomly, right? Safety at home. Invest in safety features for your home, and this may take the form of sturdy locks. So we're not buy little pian lock them, or the little common lock them what everybody have access to. Guys, invest in proper lock. Yeah, them cost little more, but it protects you more. It takes more time for it to be picked. It takes more time for it to be broken and figured out. So it essentially is more effective. So you are tell yourself, say, boy, I can get locked for 5 bills. I'm not gonna spend 3 grand on the lock. Spend it 3 grand. The 3 grand will save you. You save more money compared to what you could lose with the $500.
One time I book up on a lock in a Kim, I'm locking and I say, but this well, I'm gonna test it. I'll pull it down, get a scan, pull by just pull it down hard.
Exactly.
I'm like, wait, this guy use.
Exactly. And a lot of those locks, the keys are easy to copy.
So test your lock first. If you can pull it down. Now just lock it and things like that work all the time. Test it, give it a little strong pull and see if it can pull. Then
buy some sturdy lock.
Yeah.
And you know, something that I think about the other day, say, every couple of, for years or months, but I decided yet. But I'm thinking even change it. Come here, I was looking at my
every
lock.
Every 2 years you change your lock.
Yeah, I was actually looking at my locks and I was like, Kim, how long you have them lock, you know? Right? I think about, and just randomly, it just came to me, just change it.
I don't have to change all the locks in the house, but the main locks, so like the grill keys one.
Yeah, like the easier one, because we know the door lock them
harder. I have to change every door, you know? But if your front door is the main door,
then chances are change that up, because you never know what happens when you're not home, right? So if you can invest in some cameras and them something there, it helps. And all these cameras nowadays are linked to your phone. You
have access online.
You don't have to wait upon no service for go check the yard. You can literally take up your phone and see what is going on there, right? So make the investment. It's worth it. Then also be careful who has access to your home. Crafty robbers sometimes pose as household employees, utility company employees, gardeners, domestic helpers, children. All of these things you have to be careful, because I think there was a scam where I'm not call the company name because I don't remember which one it is, so I don't want to call the wrong name, but you had employees of utility companies coming to people gate telling them that this happening and they need to come check the whatever the utility is on the property, and then it was revealed after they were allowed access to the property, something else happened. You understand? So if you need to call the company just to be sure that they sent someone, and if you call them and them sound like them unsure, because chances are they may have, but if them can't give me a straight answer, them send them and the person name and can't send an ID or nothing, don't allow them pass. Especially if you're home alone, actually. Even if I them send them, I'm sorry, I'm not telling them I'm home alone, but I'm going to tell them that it's not a good time. You have to come on a better time, or next time call ahead and let me know. That's just the reality, right? So be cognizant of that. Then, since children will likely be at home for the holidays, teach them not to speak to strangers and to shout for help if they feel unsafe. Also, teach them to never give out personal information to strangers, and teach them how to contact the police. So we know kids are going to be out of school. We know enough of to take chance and leave them at home. I know that. We know that. We see it in the news, right? If we're not saying that is right, but we understand as well that there are situations. Actually, that's not understanding thing. Try to find a way to have a trusted adult with them. or if it is that you have a child that is over 16 and you want to chance it, then don't do it for too long neither, because they are still susceptible to danger. Right? 16 can't really do much. They're wiser, but they're still not an adult. They still aren't very capable in some things. So you still just have to be cognizant. I better you carry them with you where you go. Or, as I said, if it's like an hour or something, 16 and above, them can manage that. Nothing more than that. That's my 2 cents. What you say, Sir Lionel?
Well, I mean, sound advice, I would say.
That's what we see all these things with kids being left at home, and by the time the parent they just go shop, and by the time they come back, the house burned down. We've been seeing that in the news, so you see how realistic it is.
And then people, one of the first thing I do is test the kids and while they're at the house. So if you're not leaving the kids responsible of nothing, give them some chores, make sure your room clean, do this, that. If you realize they can't handle that, they can't go live stay upon them one for no reason. They're not responsible. So you don't think so because the child reached 10 now, okay, this is the left at home age. No. Do they have tasks, chores that they handle? Do they have things? How well do they handle them?
Do they know what to do in an emergency?
Yeah. Do they know the rules in case of emergency? How to turn off this? How to exit that? What are the steps? Who do you call in case of emergency? Where is the phone? You know, all these things.
Exactly.
So, now those things say them at 10 now, so like
them big enough now, new. Right? Them. And then enough time when I have the kids and them very close in age, and you think the 10 can help the 8 and the 7-year-old. No, all of them in the same boat.
As I said, if you're gonna leave them, I'll give them management duties while you're there. Don't try it when you're not there. Come and tell you. You'll surprise yourself.
It no work out, right? So as we say, ensure that even if it is that you are home with the kids, teach them, because they might go to the yard or play and somebody asking some personal information and just get out. No, tell them say mommy inside, come talk to mommy or whatever. Or make sure you find yourself inside too. If nobody else at the gate to question you. You understand? You have to prepare them. It's just the reality of the world. Then also be extra cautious about locking your doors and windows. So me know some way, because me want them people that me lock the door and turn back 2 times and think I double check if me lock it or not. Right? I prefer to be extra cautious than not cautious enough. Right? So ensure that you double check that you've locked your doors and your windows. And when leaving your home for an extended time, so especially when you're traveling, have a trusted neighbor or family member watch your house. Right? Because reality is, the criminal them say when they left with a suitcase. They might not know how long you're gone, but they know you're gone. So if you can have a family member stop by randomly, a sibling, a parent, a cousin, somebody that you know and trust that can stop by randomly, that is a plus for you, because they won't know how long you're gone for. They won't know any of that information. So I'm going to say, enough we like to travel, put these things in place. And if you can, ensure that the house seems occupied. So when you're gone, lift on the radio. I've always heard people say them left the radio on. So you don't know if they're there or not, right? You also have lights nowadays that you can set timers. So like when 6 o'clock come, it turn on. They also have the light sensitive, the ones that turn on when somebody approach the house. Once them reach the yard or whatever, it turn on. Those are the things that they were created for reasons like this. So if you're in the house, it will alert you that, hold on, the light gone on outside and you never turn it on, so something is out there. And then if you're not there, it will make the person think somebody's here because the light just went on.
Yeah.
Right? Them now match it up for say, well, that look like on sensory light. Nobody now stick around long enough to find that out. Right? So I'm just saying. And then this is one that I remember learning many years ago, so I like to add it to the list. If you are disposing of like gift boxes that are items, let's say you buy yourself a TV or you buy yourself a new phone or whatever, when you're disposing of those boxes, please do so responsibly. Tear it up, burn it up if you have to. Don't throw it in your garbage bin. Dispose it somewhere else. Go to a mall and drop it in another bin. There's something, because that's something that when I saw it, I think it was like a news report or something, and they were saying, be careful when you dispose of it, because when you throw all these things in your bin, it is literally saying, I have this. It's available in here, so come look for my 65-inch TV, right? But if you get rid of it and dispose of it elsewhere, as I say, you can go to the nearest mall and just throw it in a bin. And also, when you're discarding your shipment, the boxes for your shipment, take off your name tag and all of that. All the information is on it. Your first, your last name, if you use your actual name, your shipping address, your contact number, stuff like that is on it. So tear it off of the box then. You know what? Everybody in your business. So that's something for you to be aware of.
Yeah.
You have anything you want to add so far?
Because
there's one that stood out to me, and it was, be careful when backing out of parking spaces. It's a good idea to have someone act as a lookout for you, especially if you're parked next to a SUV or van. You know, I never think about that.
What?
Especially if you're parked beside like a SUV or a van, be careful, because it's like it's blocking you from
your visual.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a bit more access with mostly reverse cams. So that does usually have a wide peripheral view. So you're able to see vehicle. Because even with my vehicle, you can actually look through the cam to see vehicles that are coming from down the road and up the road and all that stuff. So it does give you a help. But if you do use up all your mirrors as well, that should get you fully covered. But it doesn't hurt to have an extra eye out there. If they have an extra person with you, have them wait outside the vehicle if possible and watch you come out or whatever, pull out of the spot, then they jump in. That's pending the situation. You know, you have to be very versatile.
Actually, also be aware of other vehicles that are suddenly backing out when you're backing out.
Look for the lights and all of that. Yeah.
All of a sudden, nothing now move for the longest while, and you left now, somebody else just left all of a sudden, you know? Be cognizant of that. As we said earlier, park in well-lit areas. And this another one as well. Remember to keep a watch on your children and be on the lookout for small children running behind your car as well. Because, you know, everybody festive, everybody in a happy mood, and the family is out shopping, and these kids will run in the parking lot. That's just the reality. They might try to beat each other who first reach the car. Them Nancy says somebody reverse light just go on. They're just running. So just be cautious when you are backing out of a parking space. Then also, if you drop your gifts off in the car and you don't plan on leaving the area just yet, this might sound like Waleep, but it's a good idea to move your parking spot. When I say that, it means go to a different parking spot, right? Because if someone is watching you, they'll think that you have probably left and probably gone, they're not thinking that you're going to be going to our next parking spot, right? So if you know, say you just do a bag of shopping and you know you hand them full, so and you know you have more for do, so you're going to put it in the car and go back. I better you just put it in the car, drive go somewhere else, park it, and then continue your shopping. I promise you, we shouldn't have to live like this, but this is our reality. Now, when it comes to online, right? Check your bank statements regularly during the season to spot suspicious activity. So outside I'll check to see if you get money. Check to see if money come out of your account and these charges are unaccounted for. You know, say you're home all weekend and when you check a 10 grand gone. Where that gone? Right? Make sure you're checking it often, because we do know that online activities, fraudulent activities, are more prevalent now than before.
Definitely.
Right? And if you do online shopping, consider buying from trusted websites. No some little Instagram ad and you go on this website because they must sell this something will look so amazing. Go look on Amazon feed or something. I've done that. I will see some random site I do not know advertise something and I'm curious. Let's say I was intrigued enough. I go on a trusted site and look at them have it. You see them have it? We prefer be the trusted site cost, or I just nobody get it at all. If they don't have it, I just so. You can't get everything you want in a life, right? That's the peace I've made with those things, because I don't want to use the wrong site and then all hell break loose, right? So be cognizant of that. And if you can, only use cards when you're on the road doing your purchases. If you can.
Yeah. Try not to move with the bag of cash.
I have mixed reviews on that. I always tell everybody, have some cash on you.
I mean, if it's a small purchase,
it's a small amount,
walk
though.
with your cash.
Walk with like 20 grand.
Yeah, walk with the 2 grand,
but
5
I always
grand.
say cards can fail, have like a 2-3 grand point you. Because you never know what you might need to do. But I'm not going to say walk with 20 grand on the card and 20 grand in your pocket. No, that's not what I'm going to say. Yeah. Right? But so be more cognizant of that. If you can, use your cards. And the banks now have a feature where you can lock your cards online. Ladies and gentlemen, utilize this feature. There was someone I know who actually I knew about that because he posted about it. He said, his card was hacked and he might go through all these things with the bank now, and he wish he knew certain things. And then he said, he just found out that the bank now has a feature where you have to lock the card, right, using your token. And to be honest, the first time I try, it's a hassle. Because sometimes I go to supermarket and now I'm something there, and then it lock, and I'm like, oh shoot, I might forgot unlock it. Like every time you're doing something, you have to unlock it. And it was a hassle to me. It was very annoying. I'm not gonna lie. But someone said to me, so Kim, would you prefer to deal with just having to spend an extra minute or two to unlock a card compared to having to prove to the bank say it's not you use it?
Yeah.
And all when you have all the proof, wait 3-6 months to get your money back? Which one you prefer to work with? Because one gonna take long, and I would say you have to prove yourself, say I know you did use it. So think about it. Work with the 1 minute, 2 minute annoyance compared to having all your cash out there just use up. And remember, say your bills them not gonna care about that. Remember, your rent not gonna care about that. Your mortgage not gonna care about that. They still need their money.
And then the worst thing with a thief and a criminal when it comes to those situations, like sometimes when they steal, they're like, okay, so they can't use the card fully or whatever. Probably you have a PIN card or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They can't use the card, they can't use my, But guess what? Is the fact that you're going to have to go through the steps probably 3 to 5 business days, some of them 2 weeks, some of them 3 months.
People take months
to get back your
their
card,
money back.
get back your ID, get back your money, get back. So it's so much of a hassle. So if you can keep your things them together
Just lock
out
your
of the
card.
public eye, and reduce your level or risk of being targeted. It helps.
It helps.
It helps, man.
And the final note, because I do have more tips here, but the final note I'm gonna leave us with is never inform strangers of your plans.
Yeah.
And nobody post it on social media. You're about to go to this restaurant, you're at this restaurant, you're here posting so that everybody know that you're at the restaurant.
Yeah, just withdraw some cash, post money.
And you post it as well. You just got paid and you make people know, say, okay, Friday night we out. No. Let's not do all that, because it's not about being cool. It's not about being current and with the times. It's about being wise, right? And as I say, people track your activities. There's a lot of people that are even probably following you or even not following you, and they're more up to date than your followers. I promise you. There are people who are not following your page, and if it's not locked, they know more about what's going on with you than people who are actually following you. Right? People do weird things. So you just have to make room for it and plan accordingly. So don't advertise, say, boy, yeah, go Mellow Vibes this weekend, or you're there out whichever restaurant this evening, or whatever, or it's a late night tonight, because somebody who know where you live will be like, oh, so I'm not reach home till X time. All right. You just make things easier, So please be wise. Do not share your activities. Don't tell strange. Or if you had travel, tell a trusted few. So if anything happen, them know where to check for you. And as I say, have them randomly check your home. Right? So that's the last tip I'm gonna leave it on. There's so many more. So I would actually recommend, if it is that you have the time, go online, check it out, read up on it. Because I was surprised some that I found out. And I was like, yo, I never even thought about this. So guys, do your own research, but be safe throughout the season and beyond too.
Stay safe out there, people. Keep it locked to Fantastic Friday, Fantastic 93 FM. I want to say big up to all the persons that tune in. Everybody, congrats to any winner of the Flow credit or Digital credit. Big up to Cardi Shakespeare or winner of our movie passes as we close off November. Tomorrow is the final day. Then we have December Sunday. So people, have a safe weekend.
All right, have a good one, guys. Be safe until we see you next Friday.
And Cardi said, try to park face out. Yeah.
Yes.
So you move quickly.
Turn off about take time and try reverse.
Yeah.